Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks sports scene, brought to you by Colton's Steakhouse, Thompson Sales, and Deadeye Gun and Pawn in Sparta. Here's your host, Scott Puryear.
Welcome into another edition of Around the Ozarks sports scene. I am Scott Puryear. As always, big thank you to you, our viewers, and as well as to our sponsors, Thompson Sales, Colton's Steakhouse, and Deadeye Gun in Sparta. We're going to talk some Logan-Rogersville basketball this week. The Wildcats, one of the state's top-ranked Class 4 teams, top 5 all year, coming off a big weekend at the Nixa Invitational where they won the championship for a second straight year, won by 40, 30, and 40 points in the 3 games, including a 90-50 win over Marquette in the title game. And we're happy to have 3 of the standouts for the Wildcats on with us, seniors Marcus Moore and Sutton Shook, and junior Chase Branham. Gentlemen, thanks for your time today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Marcus, talk about the last weekend's tournament in Nixa, and it clearly looked like a team that was playing probably at peak level basketball, working well together. Is that pretty accurate?
Yes, sir. I mean, it really started all with our defense. When our defense is solid, the offense just comes out of that. The ball was shared very well, so everyone was getting all the open shots.
Sutton, same thing. I mean, could you guys just feel it the first night on Thursday night that everything was kind of clicking?
I mean, it felt like it was clicking, but I think the good thing is it feels like there's more room to improve. But, I mean, it felt like we were playing good basketball, but I think there's more room to be better.
Chase, coming off the tournament champions, where you guys had 2 losses, played Paul VI right down to the wire in the opener. Have you noticed any difference in what's going on the floor with you guys since the TSC?
I'd say so, yeah. I feel like, after the TOC, I think it was a big confidence booster, realizing, you can compete with those, that level of competition. You come back and play some local teams or teams around Missouri, and it shows, gives you some confidence when you're playing against teams that aren't, as high of a caliber. So it's been good.
Marcus, did it surprise you guys in the Nixa Invitational that the games weren't closer? I mean, that's one of the best tournaments around. You guys just made a mockery of it with the 2 40-point wins and the 30-point win. What were you guys expecting going into that tournament?
I mean, when we always get down to taking care of business, it's just a matter of fact of how hard we play and how well we play together. So, answering your question, was it unexpected? No, not when we play well together. So it was kind of assumed.
I guess the hard part about that is when you win by that much, you guys are probably sitting part of the fourth quarter in a few games. I know you probably don't like that, do you, Sutton?
I mean, not really, but we'll take the win.
Yeah. Well, it was very impressive, and especially the way you guys were sharing the basketball and just playing team ball as a whole there. Tournament champions back, the experience for you guys playing in it for 3 days back in January. You opened up with the number 1 team in the nation in Paul VI. Sutton comes out on fire and hits, I think, 4 threes in the first quarter and a couple minutes there. You guys take them right down to the wire. I think the fan base in the Great Southern Bank Arena was not happy with some calls there in the final 3 minutes, but kind of take away how you guys felt after that Paul VI game, Marcus.
After the Paul VI game, it was like a surreal feeling knowing that we could play at that caliber, knowing we could showcase our talents in front of that many people and do well. And it was hard to know that we got so close to winning and still lost it. But yeah.
What kind of a confidence boost was it, Chase, for you guys for the rest of the tournament?
It was a big confidence booster. I mean, you could see in that next game we played Wheeler, top 10 team in the country, and I feel like we played well. I feel like we could have played better. Towards the end of the game, we were up 15, kind of lost our lead. Some things we can improve on, but I mean, you're competing with the best, so it was cool to be able to, beat a top team in the country and moving on in our season. So
Did you kind of have a feeling that Jordan Smith Jr. might guard you, or was that kind of a surprise to the Paul VI recruit that I believe is number 2 in the country in
yeah.
this year's senior class? What was your original thought when you look up and he's on you on the ball?
Yeah, I kind of assumed he'd probably be guarding me. I mean, you saw Coach Kyle walk in, so you knew it was gonna be a physical game. You had some college coaches there, so no, I think Arkansas is in his top however many schools he has left. But yeah, I kind of assumed he'd probably be guarding me. He was physical. I mean, he's good defender, good athlete. I mean, he's a great ball player. So it was kind of a cool matchup, being able to play against the best point guard in the country and kind of showing what I can do and what we can do against that type of a guy.
Sutton, you were feeling it in that one against Paul VI. I think was it 3 threes in the first quarter, and you look up and I think it's 12-3 at one point. Do you kind of know when that feeling's coming, or can you feel it when you hit the first one? Is it get me the ball? I know Coach Schaefer said you got the easiest job in America. You just stand over there and say, get me the ball so I can shoot it. What was that night like for you?
I think we came out. I didn't really know what to expect. My mindset was, let's go have fun. Let's play basketball. This is a once in a lifetime kind of thing. I wasn't really nervous, which is weird because I get nervous for other games, but that one I was singing warm-ups, having fun. I hit the first one and I was like, okay, that felt pretty good. Usually it's the second one. The second one goes in, I'm like, okay. It depends on how it feels, but if the second one goes in, it's like, okay, I need to start shooting the ball every time I get it.
Is there, Marcus and Chase, is there a point where you guys know, okay, maybe we ought to get him the ball now tonight?
Yeah,
for sure.
after that first one, you could hear the crowd erupt, and so definitely, talking a little trash, feeling himself. So we were like, yeah, we gotta keep giving him the ball. So he was making plays.
Who's the best trash talker among you three?
Me.
Sutton or Chase?
Sut tries. He's solid.
Wow.
I mean, it just depends. It just depends what like mood you're in towards the game. If it's like a heated game, I feel like all of us kind of. I don't know. I don't really start it. It's just like if someone's gonna talk to me, I'm gonna probably say something back, just out of a reaction. But, I mean, all three of us, either one can.
You've all got an in there somewhere, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know, Marcus. Marcus, I covered your mom and dad, Anthony Moore and Tasha Neal. They never trash talked. I mean, can you get away with it, or do you get a scolding when you get home? And of course, Grandpa Leon Neal, he wasn't probably a big fan of that either.
I know my mom never really did. She's always big on letting your game talk for you, but my grandpa 100% talked a little trash every once in a while. And I mean, I'll talk every once in a while. It takes me a bit, but when I get home, my mom's always, "What did you say?" It's like,
well, and Chase, talk about coming out of the TSC. I know you guys lost the last day in a close one to St. John Bosco. You probably felt that was one you could have got there at the end, but what did the TSC do for you guys going forward in terms of confidence?
I think it was a big confidence booster. I mean, as you can see in the Nixa tournament, I feel like, we played very well. And I feel like, playing that type of competition, the TSC will help us, helped us in the Nixa tournament. I feel like it'll help us, in our conference and, in the later games in the stretch of our season. So it's something that, we didn't get to hear. So I feel like, could be a reason we kind of, felt, maybe the competition we played or, I feel like it's definitely going to, come in and help us.
So do you guys ever think about the what if? And I know it's something a lot of people don't like to do, but if you guys hang on against Paul VI and win that opener, and then you're in the semis and maybe playing for a title, maybe we see Logan-Rogersville in the Max Preps top 25 nationally after that. Did you guys feel like it was an opportunity maybe that got away at the end?
Yeah, I felt like it. During the game, it just felt like a normal game. Like, before the game, I was like, okay, we just want to compete. We want to go have fun. We want to do, see what we can do, see where we're at. And then you look up in the scoreboard. I'm walking around during a free throw or whatever. I'm looking up. I'm like, okay, we're winning. And I'm like, wow, we're playing Paul VI. It didn't feel like that. So I think after it took a minute to realize, like, wow, what we could have done. Like, we could have won a championship. I mean, who knows? But overall, I mean, I don't have a lot of regrets. Like, it was a fun experience overall, but it definitely feels like I mean, maybe it slipped away, but I think we held on pretty well.
Well, and we talk about how well you guys have played since then. Kickapoo has gone out. They went 0-3, and they're beating people by 40 and 50. They beat Neosho, which is a 13-win team. They beat them by 53, I think, the other night. So it's very clear that kind of, what is it, the iron sharpens iron theory, that you play the best, and that makes you better as you go on down the road. Along those lines, you guys been to the Final Four the last couple of years, got a taste of it. What has that done? What did that do for you guys off-season wise, motivationally? Marcus, start with you. What was the vibe with Wildcat basketball coming off of last season and into summer and fall workouts?
The vibe was like we could have done better last year, so it was the grind to get better and come back and like go higher than we did last year, get a better chance at it.
Yeah, and 2 years in a row, Chase. What does that leave? What kind of taste does it leave in the mouth for you guys?
I mean, it was a cool experience both years. I mean, super grateful to be able to, go to the Final Four for 2 years. Not a lot of people get to say that they've been to the Final Four, but I say it's motivation. Something you regularly think about. What could have happened. The what if situations, but I feel like it's something we kind of took on our chin in the off season and really took it to get better. So it's definitely something that we've realized that we want to play in that state championship game and have a chance to be state champions. So
we talked to Coach Schaefer this week on radio, and he pointed out that it's a tough path for you guys to get there. I mean, you got, I think, maybe run into Blair Oaks in the quarterfinals, a good program you faced in the past, and then everybody would like to see a Raj and Vashon championship game, but I think the bracket falls where it'd be a state semifinal game. Sutton, do you catch you guys kind of peeking at their scores just to see what Vashon's doing all season in hopes that maybe you do get that opportunity?
I mean, yeah, here and there, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's us versus us. Like, our best game usually can be a lot of good teams. Like, we play our best game, and it really doesn't matter what other teams do. But I mean, yeah, that's just natural. Look at the scores and everything, see how they're doing, where they line up, and everything. But I'm looking forward to it.
Marcus, let's talk about this team as a whole. You guys very familiar with each other, play together now. 3 years with Chase. Your little brother Titus, a sophomore. He's come on, had a really big Nixa tournament down there as well. Talk about the chemistry that's developed with this team over the years. Jack Sutherland being a sophomore now after playing off the bench as a freshman last year. Is it a thing where you guys pretty much feel like you kind of know each other, where you're going to be and what you're going to do?
Yeah, playing with these guys is great. I mean, it's been a long time coming. Ever since I've moved to Raj, I've been growing up with these guys, gotten close, been able to make friendships, and now that we're like the starting five, we're all really close together. So it certainly helps our gameplay, knowing what the other is going to do.
Chase, your thoughts on that? I mean, is it a chemistry thing now that has been, I guess, brewing for a couple of years?
Yeah, we're all in the gym here. I mean, we all hang out, go get something to eat, hang out, basketball. So I feel like it's something that, we all realize we all have the same goals. I mean, we all want a state championship. We all, wrote down the goals of we want to be Nixa tournament champs. We want to win a game in the TOC, want to win the blue and gold. So I feel like we all, are coming together to our common goals. So I feel like, yeah, our chemistry, shows, but there's also things I think we could get better at. So I feel like it's getting better by the day, but so it definitely shows on my court.
Let's talk about the next level for all you guys. Marcus, I know you've committed to Northwest Missouri State. What was the basis for your decision to go there, and who else did it come down to?
It was just a great experience going there and getting to visit. I just really liked the atmosphere and the coaches. It all just really stuck with me well, and yeah.
And Sutton, I know you're getting some offers every time you go out and hit 4 or 5 3-pointers in a game. I think they probably get a couple more coming in. What are you looking at right now, and what is your hope to where do you want to play next year?
I mean, I only have one offer, but it's supposed to be this close. It's supposed to be private to NAI in Nebraska. But no, I don't know. I'm just playing basketball for now, seeing what happens. I mean, that's about it. Go have fun, play basketball, and whoever contacts me, I mean, I reach out every now and then, but that's pretty much the mindset. Go play basketball.
Everybody needs a shooter, and I guess the deeper you guys go, the more opportunities should pop up. It's a different world now. I mean, we talk with recruits and with the portal and all these teams looking to see who's going to get in the portal and who's going to be available. It kind of sucks for high school guys because you got to wait your turn to see what's going to happen, and that's something that other kids haven't had to worry about. You know, Chase, you being a junior, you've already given a verbal commitment to Indiana. Talk about that, how solid you are with the Hoosiers, and you know, that's an early commitment in today's game. What was it about them that made you really want to join that program?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the main thing's the play style. I fit their play style well. You know, they play guards, they shoot it, you know, they play up and down. You know, I think the main thing is, you know, the confidence the coaches have in the players, you know, the trust that they have with one another. You can kind of tell. I went on 2 visits before I ended up deciding to commit. But on that official visit, I got to hang out with the players, you know, see how they like playing for coach, you know, how they like being at Indiana. And even though it's their first year, I mean, they all loved it. So I feel like the main things it came down to is the people who you're gonna be around, because that's who you're around all the time. The type of program they want to build for the future, and you know what they have now. So you know, just the trust with the whole program was kind of a no brainer.
Do you still have people that try to contact you to see how solid that commitment is?
I have not, no.
That's nice. I mean, because I
Yeah,
would think
I
that,
know.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, in today's world, they may just keep trying
yeah,
until, you know, they finally hear a leave me alone type deal there too. But
yeah.
yeah. Um, Marcus, talk about your brother's progress. Titus, a sophomore this year. Are you pretty proud of where he's come from, or do you still want to kick little brother's butt every time you get a chance?
I mean, I'm always gonna push him to be hard, to be better. I'm always hard on him, but Titus is a gym rat. He always loves going to the gym, so there's not much me needing to do for him. I mean, him going to the gym all the time, always running, always playing. It's shown, and he's doing really well.
Now, is there a little brother too? What grade is he? Because I hear he's pretty tall as well.
Yeah, we have another little brother. His name is Malachi. He's a seventh grader right now.
How tall is he?
Mini Marcus, Mini
Yeah,
Marcus.
we call him Mini Me, but I
Oh,
think
really?
he's 5'10", 5'11".
Okay. Do they have him projected
Yeah.
out to how tall he might get, or not?
I mean, I think he's growing at a really fast rate. So yeah, we don't know what he's gonna be.
Do you know much about your parents' career? I mean, have you watched films, or I mean, do you know much about what kind of player Tasha Neal was, or Anthony Moore at Parkview, and how they were in high school and college?
My grandparents always making notes to tell me about my mom. I mean, we always have like these like shooting competitions, and she still can beat us all. So yeah, I've kind of seen it firsthand still. So, but my dad, on the other hand, we don't hear much about him.
Your dad was a defensive whiz. I'll say that. Very athletic and would shut down people. I know he gets a bad rap. Coach Schaefer even took shots at him about his shooting on the radio one day. And so, the guy gets a bad rap, but he was a heck of a player too. So, which takes me to Coach Schaefer. Start with you, Chase. What can you do to get under his skin? What really rankles Coach Schaefer?
I feel like the main thing's kind of, I'd say, talking back a little bit. I mean, if like in a game, like after games, like he's kind of chill about it. Like he understands where I'm coming from, but like definitely in a game situation, like if we kind of butt heads and see different visions on different things, it's kind of easier for me to get under his skin. But I'd probably say that, or just not going hard. Those are probably the two main things. Either giving attitude, or not showing effort or going hard.
Sutton, is there anything you can do to get under Coach Schaefer's skin?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Yes.
is. I just
Yes.
yeah, there definitely is. I'd say not fouling sometimes when I'm supposed to or not being physical enough. Passing up shots sometimes. There's multiple things. There's a long list.
Yeah, he said on the radio this week that he gets mad at you when you try to drive in and score. When you're trying to get 2 instead of 3. I guess that's a good thing, and that that you have a green light pretty much any time. Yeah. What about you, Marcus? Anything Coach Schaefer that you can do to make him upset?
I mean, yeah, there's probably a few things, but one of the most is not walling up, like not hitting someone when they come in the paint.
Yeah, and of course, Chase, we talked on the radio about the gum thing. The guy can chew some gum, can he?
Yeah. I didn't even realize he like chews gum until you said that. And then it like popped in my mind like he's always smacking on gum.
Well, he's been a guy that's been very successful. Won a state championship at Hillcrest. What do you guys see being around Coach Schaefer every day that makes him the winner he's been over his career? Let's start with you, Marcus.
Something I would show him, I'd say that he's always like pushing us to be better. Like there's never a moment that we're not learning something new or where we're not improving on our defense.
Sutton?
You can just tell by the way he talks and explains things. He's very experienced. Like he's been here before. That's kind of how he acts, which is valid. But no, he says a lot of things where you can just tell. It's like, yeah, he's been here before. He's seen this 1,000 times in every situation. So,
Chase, you get another year with him. Are you looking forward to that and seeing where you guys take this thing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have. We have these two, leaving next year, but we have, me, Titus, and Jack coming back, as well as some other sophomores going to be juniors coming up. So definitely exciting, for the future, and see what the future has and holds. But I feel like there's some tournaments I think we can possibly get into next year. That'll be good for us. Similar to the TOC, but yeah, super exciting.
Jack's really growing into that role. The ball handling takes some of the pressure off you out front there. And, people forget that he's a high-level baseball recruit, probably a top-level D1 talent there, and like his brother Curry was as well. Do you guys play any other sports? Do you wish you played any other sports? Marcus, do you want to go out and be a tight end in football and you just haven't yet, or what's the deal with you? I think I lost him on that question. There we go. Chase, what about you for other sports? Do you have anything that you have played in the past, or is it just basketball all the time?
Oh, I hear Marcus talking.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. No, I grew up playing, all the sports.
You guys do?
Yeah, we hear you.
But I mean, basketball kind of stuck. I played football till 8th grade, played baseball till 6th grade. So, there's definitely probably some wish I kept playing one or the other just because, basketball's always been the one thing. But I'm kind of glad I chose basketball and stuck with it. So
I can't hear anything.
Yeah. Marcus, I don't know if you and Sutton are there. We kind of lost you for a second. Can you hear me? I guess we've lost them there. So, Chase, I think we're going to take them off of there. And before we go here, any thoughts on this postseason run? I mean, you guys, are getting the accolades. People are noticing what Rogersville's doing. Is there a little pressure this time after the last 2 Final Fours and people wanting to see you play Vashon, beat Vashon, and win the whole thing?
Of course, there's always pressure. The past 2 years we've been to the state. So other than that, I wouldn't say too much. I'd say, I feel like we just have expectations for ourselves. We all have that common goal of, we want to play for a state championship and have a chance to win. So I feel like, we're just going to do whatever possible to, put ourselves in that situation and, just give it our all. So.
What's your summer look like this coming summer? Who do you play with, and what's the schedule look like?
I'm playing for KC Run GMC from Kansas City. They're in the Under Armour circuit. I think our schedule just came out. We play in Kansas City, play in Cincinnati, and then we go to Atlanta and then Louisville. So that's kind of the schedule. And then I'm pretty sure I got the invite back to the USA camp in April during the Final Four. So that'll be good. So excited for that. And that's kind of what the summer schedule is as of right now. Could change, could not. So
yeah, and then more work to be done as a senior, right? Senior year, you got more stuff to accomplish.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, hey, I appreciate it. Tell those two thanks. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, and best of luck to you. And go get a state championship. Okay.
I appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you, Chase. Chase Branham and the Rogersville Wildcats again. 16-3 going into a game this week, Tuesday night with West Plains, playing very, very good basketball. A lot of fun to watch Branham. He's really come on, and we mentioned it this week on the air, but I think that the best prospect we've had, at least since Aminu Muhammad was at Greenwood back about 6 or 7 years ago, and a kid that's really come into his own. So appreciate their time. Also appreciate our sponsors. They make this possible. Big thank you to Thompson Sales. They're located at 1555 East Independence in South Springfield. Thompson Boys have been in business since 1919, and they are your home for the largest selection of Cadillac, Buick, and GMC cars and trucks, new and used, and a great service department to take care of your vehicle from start to finish. So go see the Thompson Boys for your best car deal in Springfield, and they will take care of you because the Thompson Boys have been dealing since 1919. Also, big thanks to Colton Steakhouse of Springfield, located just down the street from Thompson Sales. They're at 2020 East Independence. Great place for lunch or dinner, whether it's steaks, burgers, barbecue. Get those hot rolls and the fresh peanuts. It's all good at Colton Steakhouse. Big thanks to Thomas Orr and his folks at 2020 East Independence. Go see them for a great meal today. And finally, our newest sponsor, Deadeye Gun in Sparta. Big thanks to Jonathan Lawrence and his family for coming on and sponsoring. They're located 7483 Main Street in Sparta. You can visit deadeyegunsupply.com. They've got all your supplies, your ammunition, pistols, rifles, you name it. Deadeye Gun has it. Go see them and tell them we sent you. And again, thanks for the sponsorship of all three. That's going to do it for this edition of Around the Ozark Sports Scene. We will see you next week here on the program.